Hey everybody, it's your favorite racist. I forgot to shout this out on the podcast you're about to watch with the amazing Mark V. But me and Mark are actually having a roast battle at the Arch Society this Wednesday on June the 21st. The show is going to start at 7, and it's a really amazing show. The Arch Society really always is. But the roast battles will start around 8, so you need to make sure that you get your ass out there if you want to see me destroying Mark and Luke destroying Ilsa. Yes, those are my predictions. If I'm wrong, I'm going to look like a fool because I will be the one losing. Also, July 8th, The Blind Onion on Victorian. You need to get out there. It's a show. Let me just tell you, I think I'm the worst comic on there, and I don't think I'm bad. We've got Sierra, we've got me, we've got Moment, we've got Mo Gabino, we've got Jeff headlining, Will Brisson is the host, and we've got Brandon Straker as our headliner. You're really not going to want to miss that one. Make it out to the Blind Onion on Victorian, July 8th at 8 o'clock.
What I was thinking about, because you gave up the fact that you're going to be talking about the fact that I look like Hitler. I'm like, I'm going to shave my mustache just to fuck with
That would definitely fuck with me, but then that would fuck with you more. I'm going to leave the sound to you, Jake. I hate wearing the headphones, so like,
all right.
If anything ever like rings or gets fucked up, you just let me know.
All right, sounds good.
Fucking, we don't usually do intros, but I guess we could introduce Mark V.
Which camera are you guys mainly shooting off of? Sorry.
It's either one.
Okay.
I did it this way now because like before I would do it to where there was two angles where one would be like basically you and Jake and the other would be me and you.
It made it look big, at least when I was watching it. It looked like a big ass garage.
No, this shit is like fucking.
Well, if you look at all this shit, I was like, man, he pimped out his garage. Didn't know they had those in trailer homes.
God damn. But fuck, dude, you're pretty new. Well, I don't know. How long have you been actually doing it?
About 3 months now.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm really new.
I just remember seeing you around. Like, I would see you around, but then I'd like just be out of the room whenever you were in, and I was like, "Oh, this nigga's not funny. I'm gonna kill him." And then like I saw you, and I was like, "Oh shit, this nigga's actually pretty funny. I need to bring my A game."
I'm not that good.
Still gonna kill you.
I hope you do, honestly, because if I go round 2, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do it because I got orders, so I'll be gone for almost the whole month of July.
Yeah.
So if you murder me, that's like a positive because I don't have to stress about it because I'm going to be in Boise, Idaho.
Ew.
Otherwise, they were going to try to schedule it, and then I'm going to be like, can I like Skype it? Can I like, sit there Skyping it? Fucking audio cuts out.
Just like have sex with some Mormon girl butt.
You know,
That's
actually,
the biggest roast.
I did fuck a Mormon girl in high school because I went to an all Mormon school.
In the butt, or is she going to hell?
She's going to hell.
Nice.
It was raw too, no protection.
God damn. You are blacker than you put on. I swear, doesn't he look fucking Italian?
I mean,
What would you take a guess? Take a guess. What do you think I am?
maybe like a Serbian lad.
Serbian? Is that Indian?
No, that's
Good guess. Close.
Maybe
So
I
Eastern
Slavic.
European.
it's like a
no.
Slavic state.
No, I'm native and Mexican.
He's a spick.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I know how to pull weeds really well.
Nice.
Dude, we
Nate's
used to have to
half
do-
Mexican. He can't do that for shit. He's
Nigga,
black too.
Fuck you. I'm an expert
You should be
weed
like
puller.
pro farm equipment.
Antique farm equipment. Dude, have I told you about that bit I did? Or you haven't even met Luke Westberg. But we did. Were you there when we did Westberg night?
Yeah.
So fucking everyone was doing like their Westberg impersonations, and then I went up and I was like, I'm not gonna put you guys through that many Westberg jokes, just one. This is Westberg if he was black. What do you call an old black person? Antique farm equipment.
Oh my god.
And then your grandma's all like, hey, why is that tractor walking around the grocery store without an owner? And fucking just going way into it.
I got in trouble overseas for saying a fucked up joke because it was during all the BLM movements and all the marches and riots.
What'd you say?
And I seen this meme, so I completely ripped it off, but I told my commanding officer, because of John Deere, black lives haven't mattered in a long time.
Please tell me your commanding officer was a black dude.
No, white lady. So of course
You
he
should
got
have
offended.
known that
that's
was going to
like-
go that bad.
Yeah.
But that is fucking hilarious.
It was funny, but I got in a lot of trouble. I had to shovel sandbags for fucking ever because of that.
That's the type of punishment they make you do?
Oh yeah, that's why.
They make you like vacuum a sidewalk.
What?
Dude, they do so much dumb shit. We had to, in the middle of it raining, mop the CTA outside, which is like just outside concrete. And then every time it like rained, they're like, it's still wet out. You got to fix that. And it was like, What the fuck do you expect me to do?
Just go blow on it.
I was gonna say I would have just like been mopping it upside down like fucking Patrick from SpongeBob. They'd have been like, "Are you a fucking idiot?" I'd be like, "I could ask the same question to the person that told me to be out of here." Well, actually, you couldn't do that.
No, there was a lot of dumb shit they had us do. I got in trouble for telling a special forces captain go fuck himself while I was overseas.
That makes sense.
Being overseas, just anything sounds like it flies.
Everything basically does, but I got smoked for like an hour and that was it. Because he wanted fuel and then he wanted us to do it in a way that we weren't supposed to. Long story short, I was like, no, we're not going to do it that way. And I told him to go fuck himself because my E5 at the time was too pussy to say anything. And then it ended up me being in trouble for like the next couple of weeks, just not being able to do anything. And we worked 13-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So the whole time that they're doing 13-hour shifts, I'm sitting outside watching for birds, even though we're supposed to wait for radios to call them in. That's just 120 degrees. I came back
degrees?
black. Yeah, I came back.
God damn.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck out there.
Also, Jake, guess how old you think this motherfucker is?
Like 27.
Nope. Way older. I'm 56.
Nice.
No, I'm 22.
This nigga does not look like. Whenever he told me that, I was like, Jesus Christ! How many times?
Same age as us.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like a little boy.
I know. I was like, God damn. Before I was like, whatever, military nigga. He's fucking older. Fuck him. He's jacked. I don't like him.
I'm not even jacked, dude. I'm such a tiny little bitch.
Yeah, okay. And then you fucking look at me,
too.
and most of the time I'm wearing jerseys that look like dresses.
He's yoked.
Jake is like pretty big.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, he's smaller than you still.
No,
and
he's
like,
not.
Jake is like way bigger than me.
205.
I weigh 158.
Really?
What?
Damn.
I'm small.
Stand up? There's no fucking chance you weigh 158 unless you don't do anything with your legs.
No, my legs are built. They're the biggest part about me.
You missed a very easy chance to fucking make a big cock joke there.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going to take that.
Get a 20-pound kettlebell.
No, it's more like a... You know when you flip on the old school light switches and it just sticks out like that? Mm-hmm. I'm fucking packing.
Yeah, I've got like a mechanical pencil eraser.
My balls are the fucking dimmer switches, though.
Nice.
It's just adjust from there.
Dude, I don't know why this just made me think of it, but do you guys remember those like electrical covers that you'd put in the outlets so like kids wouldn't like stick their tongues in it?
Yeah.
Was that like a real problem where kids would like be sticking their tongues in outlets?
I definitely stuck my finger in a bunch of outlets.
Oh, was it
Stick
protect from
forks in
fingers?
it easily, right?
Oh, that would be funny as
I
fuck.
think forks are the meta for socket plunging.
Dude, imagine if you were like a parent and like you just like came like you were just like not paying attention to your 4-year-old and then you come back and find them fried like a Tom and Jerry character.
Yeah, they're completely black.
Just all still burning and like there's
That's why
literally
you have a
fucking
good
popping.
credit score.
Oh,
If my
yeah.
kid did that and survived, though, I'd probably laugh.
Yeah, I would laugh so hard.
Fucking. Oh, so I got a question. What's your favorite soda?
Probably like, God, I wanted to say grape Fanta so bad, but I'll say strawberry Fanta.
And you?
I guess this is obligatory.
Okay, so you're friends with the racist.
Yes.
Anyone who likes
So
Dr.
is he.
Pepper is fucking just racist as shit. And then you're racist,
kinda
but to your
true.
own kind. So
But no, I also don't like other people. Like, I still think Italians are filthy people.
they are.
Like, I really, people, it's funny because, like, people will be like, oh, that's like a funny bit to be like pretending to be racist to people, just like combat it. And I'm like,
you're like-
pretending? No, Italians are disgusting, and so are French people. Like, people will be like amazed whenever I start listing off the multiple reasons I hate French people, and they're like, oh, I kind of fucking hate them too.
I mean, don't they eat like pigeons and shit?
Do they?
They eat
Yeah.
a lot of fucked up shit. They
pretty fucking
they
gross.
smother ducklings with pillows and then cook them because it
What
makes it
the
taste
fuck?
different for whatever
By
reason.
smothering them?
Yeah,
The lack of oxygen?
yeah. It's
Well,
like
I
makes
feel
it
like-
hit harder.
Yeah. Blue crayons.
I feel like they do something like that in the Philippines where it's like called panik pecan, where they fucking beat the chicken to death with sticks.
That's
And, like,
that's pretty funny.
that seems like the worst way to do it. Because like
Chickens
whenever,
deserve no mercy, though. Realistically,
Yeah,
they're
this-
dinosaurs.
there's this chick that I used to talk to that fucking was a vegetarian but would eat chickens because she hated birds. She was like, I don't care, I'll fucking
Based.
eat chickens. Like, those things are freaks.
Actually based.
And I was like, you know what, I can't argue with that.
The Philippines also eat some shit called like balut. And it's it's half fetal, like duck eggs.
Yeah, it's like
Nice.
whenever they get like
It's
instead
like
of just
developed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like partially developed. Like they say, if they're aged like 20 days, then you get a little crunchiness to it. And I'm like, that sounds fucking disgusting.
how long does it take to actually like for an egg to actually like hatch?
I don't know.
It's probably different for like every bird.
Dude, I was thinking about it like what the fuck is it inside of chickens that makes them like shit out eggs like that are protein? I feel like they would have to eat like a lot more like protein shit to actually produce that, but like what is their body
That
doing?
shit that's been fucking with me lately is how do cows get jacked as shit off eating grass and I gotta eat 200 grams of protein a day?
Because they eat a fuck ton of grass
Well, I mean,
and they're holding up all that weight.
plus they're also pumping gear, so maybe that's your problem.
They are getting blasted with tren.
Yeah, every fucking day the farmer wakes up, jerks them off, and fucking blast them with tren.
Yeah, that is fair.
Dude, if I had cows, I would not jerk them off. I would want them to be like really angry
Oh,
I
yeah.
would just buy him a bunch of Vietnamese lady boys.
and have them taunt the cow. Not even fuck him, but just
No, they would just be shackled on their hands and knees in the field.
The cows? The cows and the lady boys.
Lady boys.
I was like, that's really fucked up if you're doing that to the cattle.
Surgically remove their kneecaps.
dude, like fucking what is it, veal? Where they just like they take like a baby cow and then put it in a cage that it can't stand
No,
up.
they
in.
put it in like a harness so it can't even like flex its muscles. They just like
Jesus
dangle while they
Christ.
feed it.
But it's so fucking good.
Is it?
Dude, veal? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I also fuck young girls.
It just feels better.
Yeah, the muscles aren't tight yet.
Yeah.
It's like sticking your dick in a jar of jelly.
Have you ever heard of foie gras?
No.
That's why I fuck fat girls. That's when they take a goose and they force feed it until it dies and it has a liver that's like 8 times bigger than it's supposed to be. That's like tastes
Give it
crazy.
like fatty liver disease and give it a Patrice O'Neill death.
Dude, yeah, they like throat fuck it with like a bag of like wet grain like 7 times a day.
I'm so glad my dick's small because I'm so hard right now.
Dude, imagine like just the noise that goose probably makes.
Dude, it's
while they're
crazy. I've seen
shoveling-
videos of it. Because they like yak like a quarter of it back up, but the dude's just like,
He has a plunger and shoves it back
dude,
down.
it's wild.
Jesus
It's like
Christ.
imagine like the like bags of like cake frosting that they use to like squirt it on. It's like that, but like
Oh my god.
and they neck like many of those a day.
Jesus Christ, that's probably a chore.
The goose like bloats up too because it's so full, and then they just die from it.
It probably looks really funny.
You know what's another fun way to kill geese? Feed them Alka-Seltzer.
They just explode inside.
I used to live across from Paradise Park, and I heard about that from my brother. And so I started going out there and just cracking them in half and throwing them around. And they just, you'll see their insides just blow up and fall out of the sky.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
You just go out the next day and there's like 14 geese floating in the water, and you're like, yep.
I did a good thing. No, but if you got to see that happen, I would fucking die.
It's so funny. It's fucked up. But I was angry. I had a little pocket bike that would ride around there, and they would like nip at my ankles and shit. And like, they're fucking aggressive.
Yeah, geese
Wait, dude,
fucking
do you-
suck ass. We should kill all of them. This meme was made by Duck Gang.
We could kill the geese and the homeless at the same time, and I think we'd have a lot better of a society.
We
There'd be
could
a
just
lot
get
less-
the geese and the homeless to kill each other.
I was gonna say there'd be a lot less filthy grouches on the streets.
That's true. I was walking through the parking garage by the Blind Onion the other day, and there was some fucking homeless man like laying there with his jacket over his head, and he was just "Meh, meh."
Just not even saying words.
Yeah, he was just doing that weird shit.
ad-libbing.
And then as we were walking by, he like pulled his jacket down from his eye and then pulled it back over and then started making those noises again. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Dude, one time at Arch Society, there was a homeless dude that was doing like Fortnite emotes in the middle of the road. Like, you know, the roundabout? Like, he was like standing in front of cars and like flicking them off and shit. And I was sitting there laughing at him, and he was on the other side of the road and started calling me a nigger. And I was laughing so fucking hard. I was like, you're homeless, nigga. You have to stay in a box. I respect you, though, that you can fucking have to shower with the hose once a month and still look down on me just because of the color of my skin.
That is hard.
I was like, that is a base form of racism. Like, beyond any other racism, I respect that one. To where it's like, we're so much better than you, that even if I'm a disgusting heroin addict loser that doesn't have a job, I still don't respect you.
Yeah, he's a legitimate bottom feeder, and he's disgusted by you, Blackie.
It's probably French.
Yeah.
My grandma was a hardcore racist and a Bible thumper, and I always grew up. And like I told you before, half my family's black.
What?
Yeah, so half
How does she feel about that?
Oh, she calls them so many fucked up things. Like,
But
do you
does she,
guys
like,
have a
love them?
bleep button? Because I don't want to get canceled for saying this.
I can edit it out.
Yeah.
Okay. She would call my cousin when he would come over and hang out with me. She would call him a porch. Fucking use the
That's just a
N-word.
good jest.
And like just all these things. And my cousin would just like look at her and be like, you did peyote for so long, like, you probably don't even know what's going on, you old bitch. And she would smoke cigarettes and be on oxygen at the same time. Like, her body's her fucking temple.
That's hard as fuck.
I was going to say, that is also another form of respect.
Like,
so where you're like, I've already fucked it enough. I'm just going to keep on doing it.
Yeah, my grandma was a fucking... When she finally passed away, she was having a stroke and seizure after seizure and all that shit.
And all she could say is the N-word after that.
Yeah, every time she just... No, so what happened at the very end there was her last doctor was black. And
That took her out.
She thought she was in hell.
I wish it was that, but I think she finally let go of her racism because she's like, he's the best doctor I ever had. Yeah, they're way better than farm equipment, Grandma. They're great.
Yeah, they're pretty cool sometimes.
I hate wholesome character development.
You're like, 98% of them are not like
she
that,
died
Grandma.
calling him the N-word.
Yeah, she's like Dr. N. Was like, that's not his name,
The
Grandma.
dark one.
Dude, there's this fucking old lady that I work with that called this fat black bitch the big one.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Dude, I did not know she had that in her.
Racist old people are sick, though.
I don't even know if she's like racist. Well, actually she might be, because like my roommate Sean, he works with me, and like I was gonna say that one time she jumped in and defended me against him, and like he looks white but he's black, so like I guess she could have just been like, you know what, I don't like either of them, but I'm definitely siding against this one today.
That's fire. My Italian grandpa that I'm not related to used to call me a zipper head when I was a little kid, and I'm not even like 1% Asian.
You do look like you could be Kendall's little brother.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kendall Murray.
You probably just smoked too much weed.
Yeah, it turned me Korean slightly.
Fucking, we're gonna start calling you, what's a Korean name?
Hanoi Jake. Pretty sure that's in Vietnam.
Hiroshima
I wish I
or
shouldn't have
some
said that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you up the retardedness by saying a Japanese city.
Bing chilling.
That should not be funny. Oh my
chitting.
god.
That's the
whole
only
youth-
thing I learned in 2 years of college Chinese was Bing chitting.
Dude,
What does that even mean?
Ice cream.
dude, because have you not seen that video of John Cena whenever he like accidentally said the word Taiwan and then like China was like, we're not showing the WWE anymore.
No, I
and they
didn't
were
know
like, Vince was like, I guess had made him learn Mandarin before, and he dropped the video. No one knew it.
Wool shirt, CCP, Bing chitting, Bing chitting. Holding up an ice cream cone in a limo.
Yeah, in a suit.
I took Spanish for 4 years, and all I can say is the cuss word still.
Yeah,
4 years of Spanish, and like,
that's the shit that sticks.
and I'm Mexican too, so like, it's funny. So people will find out I'm Hispanic because they'll see my last name, and then they'll come up to me and try to speak Spanish. I'm like, no. My grandpa was smart when he came here. He wanted everyone to grow up white.
Yeah, he's like, no, you're gonna stop speaking that now.
Yeah. My dad never learned Spanish because he's like, I want you to grow up white. And my dad's like, I already have brown skin. My grandma used to give my dad bleach baths.
Wait, like unironically?
Like, I swear to God, because she was trying to get the dirt off of him. Because
Jesus
he's
Christ.
dark.
Oh, your grandma. I forgot we've already established her as a character.
Yeah, she's racist. And she married a Hispanic dude.
Was he like white
wild.
though?
No.
He was like a real spick?
Yeah. Like, he, before he came over to Mexico, I'm pretty sure he worked on, like, a farm, like, picking fruits and shit. And then, like a true Mexican, he stole a horse. And that's how he got to the train station and then hopped on a train and rode a train up to the States.
Dude.
He was an illegal immigrant.
To be fair, Latin people are Caucasian, though, so
Yeah.
I guess technically she was aight.
Dude, imagine like fucking being back in like the 1800s and being like, they want to hang you for something like horse thievery. That'd be so funny if you just went from town to town stealing people's horses.
But
and there's
no-
like a legend. There's this black dude, and like he's really scary. He's like 6'8", and like just listing all these things that are like completely not true because like it's the 1800s and they don't have real information. And like if he comes, he's gonna fucking steal your horse. He's a dick. And then like while they're telling the story, there's always just like they look out and all their horses are gone. Dude,
but that was also in the era of like you could go 15 minutes away and just they're like, "Did you commit this crime? You look like the guy on the poster," and be like, "Nah, wasn't me." And they're like, all right. Or they could just shoot you anyway. So it went either way. It definitely went either way.
See, I would go back in time, but only if I could still have internet because I love sending out dick pics. But like the only problem with like back then is like I have like a slight like autoerotic asphyxiation. Like I haven't hung myself yet. But I've definitely made bitches.
You've done it with like a car seat belt.
Like I've had a bitch choke me while I'm fucking her. So I was like, that's pretty hot. And I kind of liked it. And I was like, tighter. And I just think that back then I would just get so bored with not having internet that I would just be like, I'm going to commit crimes and jack off while they're hanging me.
You could just tell them you're black. But then you might end up in a 12 years a slave. Dude, what would they do with albinos back then? Because like you can tell an albino is not like a good... white, but like he's like
they probably just killed that shit. They're like, what the fuck is that thing?
They're like, we don't like that thing. Looks like us, and we don't like it.
Can you imagine how pissed off like those slave drivers would be if there's like a BDSM slave that they had that was just like constantly coming when they whip him?
He's like misbehaving on purpose.
He's like, oh no, massa, I dropped my corn. Please don't punish me.
Well, you know what they actually did with the albinos back then? That's how they figured out how to make veal. They're just
just leave it in a fucking dark room and poke it with a stick every once in a while. God
like,
damn.
Started feeding it like the geese and shit too.
I'm still stuck on that goose, just thinking of the horrid noise it must make.
Yeah, I'll have to find a like video of that and send it to you.
It'd probably be like on the same level of like bad as like whenever they slaughter pigs by slitting their throat.
It's not as bad.
Really?
Definitely not, but it's funnier.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever heard like a mountain lion try to roar?
No.
Dude, it sounds like a woman being murdered.
Really?
Because they don't have that, I guess.
So it's skinwalkers?
Pretty much.
Nice.
Have you ever heard a bunny get shot?
No. It probably just sounds like a fucking
shot and a splatter.
I just sound so fucking evil when I say that shit, but I shot a bunny with a little 22, so it like barely fucking hit it. But I killed it. And they make little noises like they're a baby. Like it sounds like you just killed an infant child.
Jesus Christ.
It's so fucked up. And then you just keep doing it because you get used to it.
You're like hard. And then
you're like,
awesome.
I'm going to the school next.
Dude, I have two pet bunnies. Might have to try that later.
Do it. I swear to God, they go...
It's so awful.
Shoot it with the Mosin.
Jesus, there will be no time for it to make noise if I shoot it with the Mosin.
Would I survive a Mosin shot to the stomach?
I mean,
not like survive forever, but I mean,
survive like a lot of shit to the stomach if it doesn't hit fucked up shit. But like a Mosin shot anywhere important, you're rocked.
Damn. What is it?
Even
like
if
a
it
sniper?
hits like an artery in your thigh, you're fucked.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's 7.62 by 54R. So
how big is that? Bigger than like
I mean, it's like a fucking belt-fed machine gun round.
God damn. Wait, you're in the Navy, Mark?
Fuck no.
What?
I'm in the Army.
Army? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got the Navy out here where there's so many boats in the desert.
I was just going to say,
they actually do have a Navy station in Fallon.
Really? Right? Is it like a naval air station?
Exactly. It's Fallon NAS, and it's actually pretty tight. They have a dope-ass gym and a lot of single mothers. Nice. So it's pretty tight. But, like... The Fallon, like obviously the Navy has a large aviation support, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they have out there, and that's also where. And the only thing Fallon has for themselves is they always talk about they film part of Top Gun out here, and it's like they have.
So you guys are gay, is what you're telling me?
They have a car wash that they call Top Gun Car Wash.
That's gay as fuck.
And every high schooler works there. And they're proud of that shit.
Nice.
I'm like, you're fucking...
Mark knows because he's at the high school parties fucking those chicks.
I did fuck a girl from there for like a year. She wasn't in high school. She dropped out.
God damn it.
No, I was fucking her, and her whole family's really like white trash. But I definitely...
Like, she's from Fallon, duh.
She also had a fat ass, so...
No, I'm not judging you at all.
They kept the good genes in the family, and they, stopped fucking the cousins with small butts.
She had the double wide trailer.
No, it was it had foundation. It was converted.
Foundation.
Her dad worked for the state.
Nice.
Sorry, NDOT.
What's NDOT?
yeah.
Oh,
Nevada Department of Transportation.
Dude, I just thought about that. Fucking Kentucky is KDOT. Kendrick Lamar's old fucking name. That's cool. GDOT. Fucking FDOT. Me going
We
through
have him fucking jacking off over here right now.
I know, my nuts itch. It's a chlamydia.
We should have put you in the middle
Why?
because we would have made a reverse Oreo.
Fuck you. Old joke.
Well, I know it's an old joke, but I'm just saying, man.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dude.
It'd make me hungry. You know, my buddy, you know those fucking blonde Oreos?
Yeah.
My buddy called them albino Oreos the other day. I thought that was the funniest shit ever, just calling them albino Oreos.
Those are more like Mexican Oreos, though. Like the birthday cake ones that have like that. Well, actually, I don't even know. I think those actually do have the chocolate. I, for some reason, think that there's like white ones, though. Like white Oreos, not like...
Not like tan.
Yeah, because that would be like you.
Yeah, like a Guido.
Yeah. But like fucking... I'm glad you're playing into this.
Yeah, no, I get it from my unit. The whole time they just call me a fucking... either a wetback spick or a Guido.
Dude, one of my coworkers was like, "Oh yeah, you should be a firefighter," but they're like hella racist though, so you might not want to. And I was like, "It sounds like you're tempting me with a good time."
Yeah, you're like, I fucking love that shit.
I'm like, "Oh, I would fucking out racist them in a heartbeat."
You're like, can we have the clan meetings there?
Yeah, I'm just so tired of having him in my place all the time.
Bro's actually the blind Dave Chappelle character.
Yeah, dude. We were talking about some fucking... I was just, like, already hammered when I showed up yesterday at the VFW, and we were just talking, like...
Mad shit.
Yeah, we were just saying the most racist shit.
Dude,
and just, like, bringing everyone in.
What did you do when you left there?
I went to the library.
So did I. I didn't see your ass there.
What?
I went there after I got food first.
Oh, well, that's why. I was only there for, like... Well, actually, that's not even... I was there for a while.
Oh, really? I got there, like, after 10. And then, like, me and Camille went
shit.
and got Crazy D's. And then we went over to the library. And then after that, we went to West Second Bar. And then they kept wanting to go other places. I was like, I have pussy waiting for me at home, so I'm
definitely
go.
not. Dude, I just thought about that. Like, so, like, in the military, you can get, like, kicked out and, like, sent to fucking Leavenworth if you, like, cheat on your girl, right?
Well, if you're married.
Oh, okay.
They don't recognize dating, and neither do I.
Dude, that shit is so funny joking about it. I have to be more careful now.
Joking, haha.
I have to be way more careful now because, like, there's listening ears on this podcast now. But, like, I used to be able to talk mad shit about what all my escapades.
I love talking shit about cheating.
Everything you hear on here is fictional. None of it is fact-based. Tell me how many times you cheat. Oh, yeah, the racism is 100% real. Gooks. Go on.
You said tell you how many times I've cheated?
Yeah.
Just one.
It's a week.
Just one that she knows about.
You're like, we already discussed this one. It's okay, right?
Dude, we actually did talk about this, like, in depth on an episode that's going to drop, like, way later. Because, like, I'm going to drop this one as, like, a promo for the roast battle.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't say too much shit about you right now because I'm going to give up.
It?
Yeah, I'm going to give up too much.
Well, it doesn't matter, nigga. Like, the people that are going to be in the crowd are probably not going to watch this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people, I guess, would be.
But I just don't want you to hear it because then you might have a rebuttal.
Oh, fair. I already have, like, 4 decent ones.
I have 4 shitty ones. So.
And by the way, why don't you tell me that you have a sexy-ass sister?
I do not have a sexy-ass sister.
What?
I do not. Who is my sexy-ass sister?
Do you not?
I have a sister, but she is not as sexy.
Dude,
trust me,
this nigga's tripping.
I fucked my cousin. I would admit to that. I told you I'm white.
No, Westberg showed me a picture. Oh. She was looking nice.
So my sister's 2 years older than me. She's gone to jail quite a few times. And that's my youngest sister.
Fire.
And she also does heroin and meth as a kid.
I know I can get her.
So if you really want to, I'm sure she would love to yell the N-word while you're fucking her. But at the same time,
black tar. No, she's gonna be passed out.
You might make too much, and she might have to lose her food stamps then. So I don't know if you'd like that.
She just can't cohabitate. She has to stay here like 3 days out of the week,
dude. I want like a nutrient deficient white girl with like black hair and blue eyes that I can like do heroin with. So
just
bad.
say Lily.
Bro, just date a French girl, you sick
Lily's
fuck.
Not a heroin addict. Wait, it's nutrient deficient.
Wait, I know a Lily.
Can I get
what does she look like?
She lives across the country, so.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'd fuck her.
You would.
She looks...
Cream pie that ass and then just leave.
I hit the fucking what's it called? She looks like a little bit like Jane from Breaking Bad. Are you about to hit that shit?
No, I was gonna hand it over.
I was gonna say. I thought. Fuck, Mark. I mean, this is a huge podcast, but Jesus, you still don't want to have that out there.
Well, I just can't because of the military.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that do still. I was deployed with a guy who would still smoke while we were overseas because the Canadians.
Oh.
So the Canadians would have it, and he would just go over with them and start smoking and shit. And I'm like, you're a fucking lunatic.
God damn it.
Canadian military is allowed to smoke weed?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
Canadians and a lot of other
They're allowed to
militaries.
have beards too, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh,
what is
every
the issue
other
with beards?
every like other UN fucking coalition military is allowed to have beards other than America.
so the reason why the U.S. military doesn't allow beards is the same reason why the Hitler stash became a thing. It's because of your gas mask.
Yeah.
So they seal around here. The new ones do now, right? The old ones used to just seal around here, so you couldn't have any facial hair outside of that mustache. That's why it has to be within the lip line.
Yeah.
And so the new ones seal around here, around this outside of your face. And so if you have facial hair, it won't allow for a good seal. And that's why, but at the same time, we don't use chemical warfare very much. And
Yeah,
also
but
if
that's
they...
not going to say that those disgusting Arabs aren't going to fucking use that shit on us.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if they got it because... Bro, you see what happened when we left fucking the goddamn Middle Easterns, our helicopters, and they're like watching
Yeah,
YouTube videos to try
people
to...
from it.
Dude, they're just going to kill themselves. A little bit of CS gas will fucking put your ass out. Like, when you're going through military training, you go through a gas chamber. And so basically, I am part Jewish. But you go through the CS gas chamber, and it's not even a full concentrate. It's like 50%. And you feel like you're going to die. They make you do jumping jacks and shit and get like where you're breathing heavy. And then you remove your mask and you have to say your first and last name and your rank. And then you can leave. And that shit just fucking murders you. So in all honesty, if they hit us with anything, we'd just be done. We just like everyone would fucking cry and then just die. Suffocate.
God
That shit's
damn.
so hard because under that amount of stress, you're going to try to put on that mask. You're going to try to seal it, but you're going to be coughing your ass off. You're not going to get a good seal, and you're just going to fucking be a little bitch. They train you to put it on in 3 seconds, but...
Can anyone do it? Because, like, who's going to be like, all right, I'm the badass that's going to train to do this. And then, like, fucking someone hits them with the CS gas, and then, like, they get their shit on, but no one else does, and everyone dies, and then they just end up being a prisoner of war.
So when what you train to do is you put on your mask, and then you can help others. And also in your kit, there are kits for the, like, poison gases and stuff like that to give them, to help them with that shit. But you have to get your shit. It's just like being on a plane.
Yeah.
How you're supposed to put your face mask on first and then laugh at the kids because they can't reach theirs. It's the same thing.
Dude, I would not do that. Like, if the plane was about to go down, I would just sit there and, like, try to pass out.
You're like, ooh, this feels good.
It's gonna be like, what, am I gonna fucking put that shit on so I can be fully conscious while the plane is about to hit the ground?
Have you ever had bad turbulence in a plane? Dude, that shit makes my dick so hard. And I don't know if it's because I want to die or if it's just because, like, that air making your
Shit is
stomach
gonna
go up
fire.
and shit. Like,
I've only had a little bit of turbulence, and it's been, like, on the only flight I had out here in the West. But, like, in the East, it was never really... I didn't fly a lot, but, like, it was never really bad.
I've been on some fucking insane flights, low key.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like this one flight going back to Germany. We were landing in Cologne. I think we were coming from like the Czech Republic or some shit. And it was like the worst like windstorm in like southwest Germany that they had like ever had. Like this door got blown off the hinges in this one town and like killed a fucking little kid.
Holy fuck.
Because it literally just like flew into the house and flattened him. But like when we were landing on the runway, the like left wing like scraped the ground a little bit as he was like
That's so
trying to
tight.
straighten it out. He's like, "Ugh!" But coming in, it was like,
That's so fucking tight.
yeah, it
I
was
would have been
pretty
so
ridiculous.
happy. I'd been like, do it again.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like,
that shit scares the fuck out of me.
Are you scared of flying?
I mean, like, not. I'm afraid of what could happen, like, what could go wrong. I'm not afraid of, like, a normal flight that goes well. But, like,
Okay.
if there was bad turbulence, I would be shitting myself, I bet. I'm a pussy.
Are you scared of flying?
no, not
Dude,
really.
I fucking love it so much. I love it when there's complications. Like, also flying on Chinooks all the time. There's
What's
always, you know, those big ass long dick shaped helicopters that have the two giant.
Oh, yeah. I saw 2 of those today.
Yeah, that's my unit.
Really?
Yeah. So I love those, but if you hit a random patch, Like what happened just not too long ago is they lost a bucket, and like what happens is your helicopter will drop, and you just have to like overcorrect and shit. And that shit's so fun when there's something that's like scary on them.
Whenever you're fucking like pinned to the roof, like one of those fucking UFO carnival rides.
You got seatbelts, all right? You know they started putting seatbelts in school buses?
Really?
Yeah. Okay. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. You ever sit on the tire well and just fucking hit your head on the roof?
I definitely hit my head on the roof in a school bus plenty of times.
Jumping up. It would never be like because of the bus. It'd just be me being a retard. I'm like, oh, here comes a bump. Let's jump.
Yeah.
Fucking giving myself a fucking concussion.
Yeah, that's why you have that hair now, huh? Is you trying to hide all the lumps that's still on your head?
Yeah, I actually do have a really weirdly shaped head.
Me too.
Dude, I fucking don't want to. Like, if I ever had to shave it, oh, Jesus.
It has like a little line for the cum to come out of and everything.
Yeah. You look like, what's his name? Like Kip from fucking Futurama, the green alien.
Kip. Oh, yeah.
Head.
No, dude, it's like lumpy. Like, I swear I've had like.
Lumpy?
I've had so many like head injuries that like different parts of my skull are just like expressed.
So what he's telling us right now is that that hair's not real. He's just like Joe Dirt, and it's a wig that fused in between the skull.
Yeah.
We should just start like drilling holes in your head like ancient peoples to fix it.
Dude, I have had like a weird thought where like there's this one lump specifically like right here where like I want someone like to like with a hammer to just like smash it in because it bothers me so much that it's like there. And I don't have a hammer right now, or I'd let fucking Donkey Kong over here do it.
Wait, which one's Donkey Kong?
You,
Me?
nigga, you jacked monkey.
I'm not even big. Though.
You're Italian.
You know what? I was benching today, and I got 205 for 2 reps, and then I did it again, and I dropped the bar on myself. So like I'm not even, like my max is 225. I'm not that strong. I'm just
you just look big as fuck.
Yeah, I have a poverty bench.
I just have an eating disorder, so I don't. So I'm not fat anymore. So
you just lost the fat, and then like you look like fucking Bandman Kevo. Have you seen that black dude? He's like he got like muscle injections.
Oh, that nasty shit. That shit's so gross.
Start syntholing, bro.
He looks like a retard.
I'm gonna synthol my forehead and get like a protrusion. I think that'd be the ultimate physique.
So you could be fucking Frankenstein.
Have you seen those people who do like the horns and shit in
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The black alien. Have you seen him?
No.
It's this dude that like just transformed himself into an alien where he's got like different holes in his face and shit and like a bunch of different shit and like he's tattooed like completely black.
Now here's the
has
question.
To be wrong.
You're stuck in prison. Would you fuck the holes?
What do you mean the holes?
The holes in his face?
Probably just the mouth. Like I feel like
That's not an option. He's like I don't want to be gay, but I want to help you out. Like you have to fuck these holes. Would
I
you
don't
do
think they weren't really big enough because it was like multiple small holes.
Don't say you have a fucking big dick without saying you have a big dick.
Oh, I'll say I have a big dick. I just will use it and come in 32 seconds, so it means nothing.
It's meta. After all, that is meta.
When I'm drunk, though, I do be pumping. I'll last like 5 minutes, and I'm like,
You're dapping yourself up.
Hell yeah, new world record, 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah.
no, dude. The first time I fucked, I went for like 50 minutes, and I was like, I'm a fucking pro.
No
and then
man has ever had sex for longer than 8 minutes.
You have it?
No man has. No man ever.
No man has ever.
Well, I mean,
accomplished it.
like never straight. Like you have to stop, switch positions, stick a finger in your ass. It's just like a recalibration.
Restarting the engine. Whenever
Yeah,
you're
it's
running out of
push to
gas.
start. I fucking the first time I had sex, I busted so quick. Like I couldn't even take my pants off in time.
Oh my god, your dick just sneezed like Theo Bonds.
When I lost my virginity. It was the most disgusting, like Georgia hot car sex of all time.
Same. Wait, what was
Your uncle was
yours?
teaching you how to drive?
Yeah, exactly. No, it was like out
Say
in the
names.
middle of Woodbine.
Say names.
Huh?
Say the name.
Oh, you know who it is.
I think I do.
Mary. That shit was foul. I got like 4 rubbers from like Patrick Dempsey and Harrison, and then like broke through all of them in like 30 minutes, and then it was like, all right, I guess we're like not
I
using
guess
those
we're going in
anymore.
raw.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I got a really small dick because I've
That shit is
never broke a
disgusting
condom.
now.
Dude, I used to be breaking Trojans all the time, and then I was like, why is that? And I was like, oh shit, I'm black.
Oh yeah. You got to get the magnums.
Dude, because
I
I
had
found
that
out.
experience and was like, maybe we need to size up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I need to size down, but all right, cool. You know,
Well-
they make like all the condoms are different in like width,
Yeah.
but the lengths are always the same and shit too. So I just know I got like a spaghetti fucking noodle dick. It's
Wait,
like,
is that true?
No, some of them are longer, a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
but
not that
the
much of a
Magnum.
difference.
but like very little. Like the one condoms though, like the ones you could get at Planned Parenthood, those ones are like the thinnest around, and that shit will choke your shit out. But then you get like a normal Trojan, and you're like, oh, this is comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, Planned Parenthood, they are kind of goated. You can get like Plan Bs there for like $8.
Yeah, that
For
shit
real?
is gas.
You know how much money I could have saved?
Dude, I know.
I know, that's what I was saying.
I did not know that. Where is the Planned Parenthood around here?
I'm
It's
not
across
actually
the
sure.
street from a Korean restaurant. That's pretty good. So you can get like a boba after you kill the baby.
I bet you some of the food's made with the babies.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past
It's
those
good.
gooks.
It's really good. So probably.
And I still don't change the statement.
I think only a few months ago or a few years ago that they just finally passed a law in South Korea about not eating dogs anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty gay. I mean, like, I obviously like dogs, but that'd be like if fucking we passed a law to not kill cows because some fucking Indian is going to be mad at us.
You know they eat dogs in Switzerland?
What? That's fucking horrific. That's
Yeah.
You only hear about Asians.
shit you expect from Western society, is it?
No. I mean, fuck.
I'd still smash though.
A Switz bitch or the
Oh, yeah.
dog?
Both.
People from Switzerland are like autistic.
Really?
That's why I want to fuck them.
I just
Like
imagine them as
autistic inbred
Habsburgs.
mountain people.
Love that.
Habsburgs
No.
are more like Austrians.
I just want to be with a chick who looks like she could beat the shit out of me.
Nah, Switzerland's probably the wrong place to go. Go to like Iceland then.
Well,
Those
I
bitches are
just
built
figured
like
they'd have
Helga.
retard strength.
Nah, wrong kind of retard.
Yeah, they're like
It's a
the.
Western European retard.
Ah.
So they're like flimsy.
Yeah. I was going to say they're like the ping pong playing retards.
Yeah, Western European people are not like built Ford tough. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you know who fucking Lean Beef Patty is?
Unfortunately, I do because this
Dude, she's
Nate's
so
seething
hot.
right now.
nigga. I mean,
so
she
hot.
is.
He
But, like,
bullies me for my lean beef
Dude, she
patty
looks-
shirt that I wear to the gym.
She looks like a girl version of Harry Potter, and I would fucking smash and come all over her round glasses.
Dude, I would destroy Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, not like for the sexual thing, but like just for the power dynamic.
Yeah, he'd be like, Agio bum.
Is he British?
He had a British accent in the show, right? I don't know if he's British.
I hope not. I
he
really
is.
hope. Well,
Harry
they usually
Potter's a little
don't.
British faggot though.
They usually don't go the other way, where it's they do a lot of British people that do American, but they usually don't have Americans do British.
Yeah, because we fucking suck.
There are some people that are good at it.
You know how many times I've been
could
told
do
I
that
look like
shit.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe? I
Yeah.
must not know what the fuck he looks like now.
Bitch. Or fucking Shia LaBeouf, too.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I take
Shia
that one
LaBeouf
as a
makes
compliment,
sense.
though. He was dating Megan Fox.
Raw.
He was dating Megan Fox?
In the movie.
He for sure got to like brush up against her boob once or twice filming. So
I would have been talking to the fucking director so much, be like, we need a sex scene.
Dude, we need it.
yeah, but then he just makes Bumblebee and fucking Optimus Prime spit roaster.
They're like, we need a sex scene, and they're like, okay, and they just have Bumblebee bend him over.
Dude.
No, they're like fucking inside of Bumblebee.
They kind of do in that one scene, right? They're
He's like, don't remember to use protection using the fucking radio shit.
Can Bumblebee talk?
in the newer ones he can.
What?
Yeah, I was obsessed with that shit.
Now that
He
they have,
couldn't
like-
originally, but then they found a way to make him talk, like later
they
on.
fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, his speech thing was just broken.
I really think that Bumblebee was the original like autistic superhero because he was like nonverbal, but he was like really good at shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying,
I didn't watch Transformers that much. I watched a few of them.
The first two were gas of those like new movies, and then like the old cartoons were epic. They were like cringe and awful in like the best way possible.
I remember the
Back when
cartoon.
Starscream was just like this purple fucking retard with like a dumbass voice. He was like, "Yeah, Megatron."
I think it was the
sucking his
same character
cock.
as Skeletor, the same dude playing
was
the
it?
boys, right? Maybe I'm
Sounded
wrong.
similar, same kind of fucking goofy ass voice.
Yeah, I fuck with it though. Like, all right, what was the shows you watched growing up?
I watched a weird one that I watched was Camp Lazlo.
Camp Laszlo is so good.
Dude, do you remember that?
I hated that show.
What? Why?
I hated that show. There was no hot cartoon bitches in it.
You wouldn't blame Laszlo?
Let me think. The monkey. Okay, he got jungle fever, boy. Fucking
That's how monkeypox started.
dude. I think that is like actually maybe how it started.
It's a variation of chickenpox.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it is. It just goes after like black
Gay
people
people?
more. No, black people.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
That's
it
not why
does.
they call it monkeypox.
Why else
No,
would they
it's
call
called
it that?
monkeypox, and people were mad about it because it targets black people more. And they're like, "Why are you calling it monkeypox?" And they're like, "I guess we didn't think this
No
one through."
reason.
My grandma named that
I
shit.
swear, I must have just heard that shit from like Fox News or something. That it was only going after gay people that fucked.
No, it was after black people. That's what the big thing was. But
Same
you
thing
know,
with AIDS.
yeah,
My face when a
AIDS used to
disease
be
only kills gays and blacks.
or gay black. You know,
It's the Instagram meme of that dude where it's like when the therapist tells, or when someone tells me open up, and it's the dude, the handsome dude that's like Jack. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
God damn it, Jake! Get back on Instagram. What are you fucking doing? Now
Talking about
I sound
Giga
like an insane person, huh?
are you talking about Giga Chad?
He's not. Well, no, he's like not.
Oh,
Giga Chad.
is it Mike O'Hearn?
Yes, yes. We're just playing that dun 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 dun. Yeah, I should have done that. Fucking dude, just you doing one of those whenever he's only kills. Dude, I
Mike
tried that
O'Hearn
Jeffrey
memes are
Dahmer
good.
thing he said on stage and it didn't work, but it fucking that shit is still so
What was
funny.
the Jeffrey Dahmer shit?
One day Jake was like, he's like, I don't know how I feel about Jeffrey Dahmer because like on one hand he was gay. But on the other hand, he was killing black people.
Oh my god, that's pretty fucking good.
I know.
I like that.
This thing, well, I don't know what.
Why don't you do stand up?
That's, yeah.
Because I'm
Everyone.
autistic
So am I.
and retarded.
So, like-
I have no desire
So
to
it's
do
like
it.
almost everybody who does stand
You
up.
met Luke Demas.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, Luke Demas, apparently, were you there to see it?
What?
Him get beat by Justin?
Yeah.
Dude, I laughed so hard when I heard that. Because I was like, what if Justin beats Luke? Like, this Justin dude is literally like fucking Lenny from A Mice and Men. And
I
like,
love Justin though.
I love Justin. That's my nigga. But like, compared to Demas has been doing this shit since he was in like high school.
Didn't he like piss himself in a diaper on stage or some shit?
No, he went up fucking in his underwear.
That's fine.
And he got tased on stage. Luke is a bit of a showman. He did fucking dog food critic as a
He's
YouTube
just
channel.
gaming the system and became a fucking comedian just so he could eat dog food and be in his underwear in front of strangers. That's hard as fuck.
Dude, he was telling us about that on the. I edited that episode today and posted it. But fucking, he was like, yeah, it actually did well live, but it was just so hard to do like alone in my apartment. And he was like, and my girlfriend's like in the other room doing homework or whatever.
He's
I'm
just
like-
in his underwear talking to himself.
This one is wet dog food. It's got a little white Shih Tzu on it. I hope it tastes good.
crazy.
This isn't pleasant at all.
Dude, I had to convince him that I wasn't gay.
You're gonna
How'd you do
have
that?
to do harder
Suck
to
his
convince
cock?
me.
You know, yeah, I was like, dude, look, I'm not gay. While I'm stroking you off, you can see the dirt underneath my fingernails, bro. Like, come on now. No, so like, and he thought I was seriously gay, and I was like, no. Every time he's seen me too was at the Blind Onion show, where I'm
Yeah.
always with a girl, and I'm like,
Maybe
okay,
you're just with a girl just because gay dudes are with bitches sometimes.
That's true.
Chandler always
Dixon,
are with bad bitches.
Chandler Dixon. This I don't even. I mean, he's gay, but like he's like I mean, maybe he just keeps his life private, and also I haven't seen him since fucking high school. But like, he was kind of like you. Like he's a white dude with like black hair. Like he's like a handsome dude, but he would always be around the most bad bitches, like girls that had like over 50,000 followers on Instagram
Yeah.
type shit, and it'd just be like, what? Like, what is going on?
fucking big dick energy.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm friends with so many fucking lesbians, like all the time.
Camille.
Camille's bi, right? Yeah,
Camille's not a lesbian.
Not friend
That
with a
bitch is-
single woman,
she's
unfortunately.
she's kind of scary.
What do you mean?
Like, she just looks like if you did sleep with her, that she would like beat the shit out of you while you're sleeping with her.
She looks like the type of girl that would blackmail me afterwards and say that she's pregnant, even though I know I've gotten a vasectomy.
She looks like she would definitely pull the condom out and scoop your cum into her.
Oh yeah, she'd be like in the bathroom.
I really hope
after.
she doesn't see this because she's my friend, and that's fucked up. But
Not mine. Fuck you, Camille. You fat bitch. Shout out to the fat white bitches. No, she's not fat. To a black dude, she's delicious. But to a white guy, she's like fucking huge.
Dude, speaking of fat bitches, I was hip thrusting 405 today in the gym. And like one of my gym buddies came up to me and he's like, yeah, my hips hurt just looking at that. And I was like, I got to train to fuck the fat girls.
Yeah. You got trained to fuck.
If I can get 8 reps on 405, I realistically only need 3 when I'm actually doing it.
You're thinking about fucking Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was another goated show.
How much do you think Muriel weighs?
show.
Muriel is probably like 360. She looks like she's got a dump truck under that fucking...
It could just be the dress, though. You know how like the old bitches would have those dress with the wire underneath it?
Yeah, she's actually got like a 26-inch waist with like a juicy puh.
Dude, that would be fire. Just like that shit's ready to go all the time. Like she gets her legs blown off by an IED and just starts leaving a snail trail everywhere she goes.
Oh my god.
Have you ever fucked a dwarf?
No, I would though.
That would be gas.
Me too. I matched with one
fuck.
on fucking Bumble one day. And I was
Did they
trying to-
message you?
Yeah, they messaged me first, and I was talking to them, but I was in Florida at
No
the time.
shit, nigga. You're on Bumble. We know how it works.
I mean, not when you're messaging men. Fuck you. I forgot how that shit works. Anyways, no, she messaged me, and she was trying to have a conversation, and we were talking. And then I was like, yeah, I'm in Florida right now. And she just wanted, like, a quick thing, I guess. And then, like, we stopped talking, and I was like, man, I'm pissed because I blew my chance. I should have flew back and fucked
fucking
that
killed
midget.
myself.
Honestly, I'm still thinking about
If I
it.
got ghosted by a hot midget, I would definitely kill myself.
Dude, yeah.
I tried to kill myself, but I just came
Wait,
instead.
I would just fucking murder her and rape her dead body afterwards.
Oh, fuck.
Suicide's an issue for you because every time you hang yourself, you just come.
He's like
And
Taylor
then you can
Lautner.
easily do a pull up with the rope and get out of it, so it's fine.
He's like Taylor
like,
Lautner and with the ridiculous six, just swinging around like, hey, I'm having a good time.
Every time you bust one of those nuts too, it just like gives you a new like joy, a newfound joy in life.
I
Gives him a new
I
superpower.
want to fuck a midget so bad though that I'm like almost willing to go gay just to fuck a tiny person or a
You
little
should
person.
maybe, yeah, I was gonna say, you should maybe stop by the elementary school. They look similar. No, but the kids are different.
but I like-
they're small, but like midgets have their little midgety limbs.
They walk funny and it's all cute and adorable and shit. And you're like,
They're
I want to
midget
pick you
heads.
up, but they're like 150 pounds
have them,
too.
like,
Yeah, they're so
Superman and your shit.
I wonder if the pussy feels different.
It's probably really
It's
small.
Like you probably feel the heart beating because it's just like all right there.
When they say rearrange your guts, I mean, you're really playing a dangerous game. Like
Dude,
if
that shit
Dread
probably
fucked a
hurt.
midget, that's what they need to do next. You know Dread?
Yeah. The guy is
dude.
like an eggplant for a cop.
13-incher.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, fucking a midget would be so fun. Like, what would you do first? I'd probably put them on the ceiling fan. I'd spin them around.
Dude, did I
Like, lick them as they fly
Did
by.
I tell you about Seabass's like dream sex contraption he was telling us all about that he wants? He said he wants to have it so it's like a platform so he can lay like flat on his back with his cock out, and then he wants a black bitch like legs spread open like hanging from a contraption that like spins her around while she's like on his cock. So she's like 360 like from the ceiling while he's just laying flat on his back, and it's just like
That does sound like it could be fire, but I would need to know the logistics of it as far as like how close she's going to be and like how fast she's going to spin. Like, what are we talking? Like a merry-go-round? Like a fucking rotisserie chicken?
I don't know.
Like, I'm going to
Maybe
need
just
like
a momentum spin so he can like spin her.
Yeah. That
She
actually
leaves
sounds
with
kind of
bruises
fire.
all over her body because he's
Yeah.
like getting real into it, so he punches her to spin her instead.
Yeah, Seabass would just start hitting her with like a crowbar.
Fucking bury her out in the desert. By the way, I found a really good spot to hide a body the other day.
Really? Where at?
In my freezer.
Well, I'll edit this out, but Hidden Valley.
Oh yeah, there's places all over there.
Dude, like I just drove out there and I was like, even like,
Just
it's
drop
like there's
them off at the ranch factory.
No, yeah. No, but fucking, there's like civilization, and then it's like literally maybe like a mile into it, and you're like, holy fuck, like just here would be a good enough spot. And like I was telling this girl Latasha that I work with about that, and I was like, oh dude, I found a good spot to hide a body. And I was like describing it, and she's like, Hidden Valley, that's where I live.
Where the fuck do you work that you're allowed to talk about that kind of shit?
Tesla, dude.
You work at Tesla. What do you do for Tesla?
I just work in like the normal like assembly
production
line.
associate?
Yeah. That's, I couldn't think of the word.
How the fuck do you live here if you're a production associate?
Oh, I'm nice like that.
That's fucking reparations.
It's nice. Like
I work for Tesla too. I'm an engineering tech.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, I thought you were in the military.
I am. I do both.
How do you do both?
Because it's guard.
Oh shit! So you only have to do it like every once in a while.
Once a month, 2 weeks out of the year.
Oh, so that's why you have to go to Idaho.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That and to fuck some Mormons. No, honestly, the Mormons are fucking gross.
Really?
Yeah, because okay, here's the thing: Mormon bitches, when you
What a
finally
take.
when you finally get to fuck them, because
they don't shave.
they've never worried about impressing a man before. They're all hairy. Fucking. Have you ever fucked a bitch? You were about to go down on her, and then you realized like you wiped the toilet
Yeah,
paper.
like-
You got a little fucking. You got to pull that off. Like
it's been like I've been French kissing like a Scottish sailor before, but I don't give a fuck.
well,
Dude,
like
Jordan, I know Jordan had a hairy pussy.
No,
Really?
no.
She shaved
Way
it and looked like a
off.
child.
Yeah, way off. Yeah.
all right, bush or no bush,
Definitely no bush. I want it to look young.
landing strip or completely bald.
Maybe like
I like a little bit of
Completely
hair.
bald.
I feel like a
I like a
tiny
little bit of
bit
hair
makes
just
it
to have
look,
some like separation of the mind. I'm like,
Yeah.
child thing is just for me, you know.
that's daddy's free time on the computer. That file that if the FBI finds out about, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in fun box.
There's this supervisor from Tesla that got arrested for
Child porn.
distributing, having it, and like trying to talk to children and shit like that. And it was so fucking funny because everyone passed it around. Everyone in the whole place didn't even know him, but they knew about that right away. And I was like, I hope this makes it headline like Tesla employee found having child porn. I was like, that'll make the stocks drop.
Yeah. Oh damn! I didn't even think about that.
Our stocks are up to like 250.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, there was a shift lead that was when I worked at Panasonic. There was a shift lead that, like, I remember one day, everyone loved him, and, like, everyone was crying, and they had, like, an extra long meeting. And I was a QC tech, so I wasn't, like, around the production associates. But I was like, what's wrong with them? And someone was like, oh, Frankie's dead. And, like, no
Why
one.
did I laugh? That's so fucked up.
No, it's funny.
I wasn't expecting that, but I was like,
And it gets funnier, too. Because, like, everyone, like, didn't know how he died. And then, like, I looked it up and found out that the dude got fucking shot by the police because they came to his house and he was waving a knife at him after he fucking cut his son when he was drunk.
Jeez.
the fuck?
Yeah. And he was, like, coming at the cops with a knife and they just wasted his ass.
Everybody loved him but his son.
And I told fucking... for real. Everyone at work loved that dude, but apparently he had a lot of issues.
I mean,
And then I
fuck.
told, like, the other QC techs, and then they got the word out to the production associates, and they were, like, devastated for, like, a week.
What if he actually cut his son because he was cutting like the government chip out of him, and they came to take him out for doing that?
Dude.
I don't think that happens. I have so many friends who work in law enforcement, and the cops don't know fucking shit. You know how many fat cops there are?
Huh?
You know how many fat cops there are?
A lot. We had one as our resource officer that would have been a really good
That guy
bullet
was
sponge.
Crazy.
Apparently he was like a crocodile. He had like a really fat... That's what everyone said. They're like, if you see him run, you'd be actually really surprised. And I was like, I mean, like, if he could move at all, I would be really surprised. So, like, that's not saying
He
much.
just like negates wind resistance because he has so much mass. That dude was like easily 450.
Like,
I
in
feel
anything he wore,
You
which
should
I'm
probably
sure
hip
was like...
thrust him, huh?
Yeah, I could.
Dude. I don't know if together we could have deadlifted him.
I don't know. My deadlift's pretty high. I'm trying to get it up to 405. That way I can pick
Oh,
him
you
up
could've
when
got
he's
him.
done fucking her.
Yeah.
I got you. Or I'll hold her up and spin her for
Yeah,
you.
'cause I'll just be on that.
Because your max is 405, I'm fucking 30. We could get him.
30.
Yeah.
Hitting the kettlebell deadlifts. Watching the like 1990s like celebrity workout video.
Yeah.
Like, pump it, girls.
Arnold used to drink his own cum.
Really?
Yeah.
Arnold was
protein?
low-key a faggot. Like, I love Arnold, but holy fuck.
But for the gains he had in his prime, I'd let him fuck me.
He used to put schnapps in his protein shakes, which is pretty crazy because he was retarded and he was like, it gets it to your blood faster.
But
He actually believed that?
Yeah, he did.
alcohol negates fucking protein synthesis, so it does the opposite.
What a retard.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could just go back and tell him that. He's like, no, it's something my grandma told me when I was young. And you're like, you're a fucking idiot. And you would be way more jacked if you didn't do that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about.
I
You
wish
see
I-
muscles?
Fuck you. That was way better than my impression.
I wish I could go back in time just to be the first guy to like look in his face and tell him he has small legs.
He'd be like, yeah, they're not small. They're just aerodynamic.
People used to shit on him for his legs.
I just think of him as
matter.
like fucking bigger Bastian Schweinsteiger.
He just won the Olympia all those times because he was cool, pretty much.
Because he had an accent, people are like, I wonder if he moans
So
different.
interesting.
Yeah, he started doing movies and shit, and they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Total Recall.
I fucking, you ever like do voice impersonations?
I tried to, but I'm really fucking bad at most of them.
I used to want to be a voice actor, so I used to say all types of fucked up shit in different voices.
Like what?
All right.
Please break out the Family Guy impressions.
It's Kermit the Frog. Have you seen... Holy fuck, hold up. Have you seen Miss Piggy? I'm trying to pork that fat bitch.
Wait, so like whenever you're practicing to be a voice actor, you practice other voices and then you're like, I'm good at these. Give me a voice you want.
Well, it's like learning how to change how you make your voice sound so then you can do your own.
Yeah.
So like I would do that and then I'd just be like,
Do you do racist
oh yeah.
or take requests? Mexican.
Oh yeah. But I am Mexican, so I
Oh,
just
that doesn't
talk-
count. No,
I'm
not
just kidding.
fun. Indian.
Indian?
Hello. Thank you for coming into my store. Welcome to the mini mart. I
You're
got to...
fucking doing a GTA fucking.
I work with too many Indians, so it's like,
Oh shit! Yeah, engineer.
yeah, engineering tech.
Same thing.
I don't make shit for money. You probably make more money than me.
For you being an engineering tech?
Yeah,
What?
because I'm a level 1.
Oh shit!
How long have you been at Tesla?
Not long.
How long?
Like 3 months.
Oh, yeah, I make more than you.
Dude, that'd be embarrassing if I made more than you.
I mean, you
Just
make pretty
as a
close,
white man.
though. I mean, what do you make?
Like 21, 22 an hour.
You made pretty fucking close.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you, 24?
I'll be up to like 28 in July, though.
Nice.
And when that happens, I'm buying so much cocaine. Hit me up, Wes.
Dude, Wes was talking about how, like, hate to reference it. I mean, people will, if they're watching this episode, might have watched the one before this. But, like, he was talking about how he was, like, known as the comic that didn't really drink that much. And then he, like, went to a festival and came back with, like, ketamine and coke and was at, like, parties and shit. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, Wes is fucking hilarious, dude.
Wes
He
is
was-
really funny.
He was helping me punch up some jokes because I was on a dead stop on one joke that it was just such a solid premise, and then he like replied back to me, and I just like I read it and I was like, I'm taking that word for word because that's fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, man. I sit here
Wes
and
is a really good writer.
yeah, he's fucking phenomenal. I'm
His
really
skits, his are the only skits that I've seen that are funny. Matt Owens does skits as well. I don't like him. I don't like Matt Owens. Personal. No, I'm kidding. I like Matt.
I like Matt.
Needs to stop drinking and driving, the fool. No, not really.
He needs to stop.
that same day of the fucking roast. He was like, he just got his breathalyzer taken out of his car.
Hey, and he was drinking, wasn't he?
He was.
Was he driving?
He was.
He does not work.
I think Matt Owens is part black too.
His recidivism rate is too high. I'm editing out his last name when we say this because I'm not changing a thing about what we said here. Actually, no, fuck it. That is fucking hilarious. Dude,
I was like-
I have so much respect for him, though.
I was watching him do that too, and I was like, I hope that's only one beer he's had because he does not need to deal with that shit again.
They would have beat him like Rodney King if they would have pulled him over. I would have been there recording and laughing. Dude, I remember, now I feel way less bad about this. I fucking sent Matt like probably like 30 like DUI memes. He never, no, because I didn't know him then, but like he just never like appreciated it. Or like I'd show him to him. Like I sent him one, but then I'd like see him at the shows and be like, Matt, look, it's you. And then he'd be like, thanks, man.
He's like, I appreciate that.
That's exactly what he would
At
say.
the same time, you don't have to feel so bad. You probably should blur out his last name because I'm going to tell you something. The first time I like had a full conversation with him, it was like 4 of us sitting around a table, and he just drops the N-word with the hard R, and I was just like, you don't even know me well enough to just be so comfortable saying that shit right now, but all right.
Dude.
I'm not going to get offended. I'm white. I have no reason to get offended, but I was still like, that was probably not okay.
Was there other black people?
No, it was all white people.
Fire.
I know.
He's like, we're safe to say it here, guys.
I turned Matto into a racist because I'm the only black person he's probably ever met other than Mo, and he's like, this guy is a fucking asshole.
I think it's super funny, though, to the fact that so many people are scared to even mention race in a lot of their shit, and I'm just like, it's not like you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck because I have the shield of being black, but like it's kind of scary for like other people because like imagine if Jeff went up and just like had a whole tirade. He's like, oh, what about these fucking Mexicans, huh?
Jeff looks like he would kick out his son if he turned out being gay. Like he doesn't look like he'd be like okay with any. Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, me too.
You're like, my dad did it to me.
Yeah, pass it on.
Take one, pass it on.
Keep the generational cycle of hatred going.
So then whenever he becomes a repressed gay person and starts fucking murdering fags, then you kind of feel bad whenever you see him on TV for being a serial killer, but you're like, at least they didn't catch me.
Yeah, I'd be like, at least he killed the fags he was fucking.
Dude, like Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, he was probably, I mean, they showed it in the show. Like, that nigga was probably so shook. Like, whenever that shit
they're
was
probably
happening.
showing him, he's like, why the fuck do I care? Like, he's killing fags. Like, cool. He's a good kid.
I taught him well.
Dude, he, like, apparently, like, whenever he got there, he was like, I thought someone tried to kill Jeff. And they're like, no, he tried to kill this dude. And we kind of have a lot of other stuff to tell you.
That's pretty cool, though. Like, honestly, if you're going to be a serial killer, like...
You should be one of the big ones.
Yeah.
I have a
like
bit I haven't done, like, where it's, like, about that kind of... Where I'm like, I want to be, like, the fucking Jason Williams of black serial killers. Because, like, there was, like, of course, like, there was Pete Maravich, like, a white guy that was doing it back in the day, and, like, Samuel Little. But, like, even though they had, like, good numbers, like, no one really
Jason
respected
Williams
them.
was saucy.
Jason Williams was so nice that they called him White Chocolate. I want to be, like, a fucking Black Dahmer or a Bundy. Like fucking, because like white. I mean, that's the end of the bit pretty much. But like white serial killers do crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely own that sport still.
Like,
Yeah,
even
that's the only one, too.
Yeah. No, I mean like those ones where it's like a dude riding a horse then jumping off and shooting a gun.
Bro, no, that shit's still, like, black people do that shit all the time. That's why Kevin Hart was made. It was fucking selective breeding.
His little ass would be perfect on a horse. And then he's black, so you know, yeah. Well, actually, black people aren't even that good at aiming.
I mean, even
That's
the
why there's
horses are black, though.
Yeah, the best ones, dude.
They get his little ass to ride the horse around, then at the end of the day, they're like, now tell jokes for us.
Dude, and he's not even like actually writing material. He's just like
Yeah, he's just going,
overselling. Raccoon came out with his hand on his dick and goes bang bang.
I like that little dark fella. He's kind of funny the way he yells.
I think
Cat Williams.
all horses are technically black, though, right?
You mean like if you shave the hair down?
No, just because they all have big dicks.
Fair.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, even the white ones have fucking
Horses
schlong.
come from Asia. They just stole all the dick genetics in that region.
They took him with
But it's
them.
funny that the Asians don't have the dick genetics.
Yeah,
Mongols.
exactly. They absorbed it all. There's like a finite amount of cock that can exist in like a certain area of the world, and the horses took it all from them.
That's why I'm going to make sure Nathan dies before my son's born.
Mongolian people are just like Neanderthals, so they probably got like
Sacrifice me.
hammer dicks.
If you were gonna genocide a particular group, whether it's
that's a
race or
tough
something, who are you going after?
Democrats.
Jimbo approves this message. No.
Do you want a copy of the Democrats fucking eat children shirt when I make it?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I will wear that shit to the gym.
Yeah, I'm about to make it as a gym shirt. I'm about to crank out some funny gym shirts.
I told him I
make
needed
it so I can cut into a crop top. I'll wear that shit at the gym like that. Doing my deadlifts and shit, bending over. They think it's a pretty girl. And I'm like, no, daddy, this is a dump truck.
I need two so I can like so I can have one that I wear like out in public, and then I want one so I can like get a black Sharpie and fill in like the fuck part, and then just wear that one to work. Democrats eat and children.
I'm gonna make you one that's like Patriots for drunk driving. I've been thinking about that one. I'm gonna get Grant to Photoshop you in a car like absolutely fucked up.
Just a women.
It's like a flattened homeless dude.
I used to do something that I think is worse than fucking drunk driving, where I would take like a lethal dose of melatonin on my way home from work because I wasn't able to sleep. And I was just trying to make it home on my 35-minute fucking drive home at midnight before it all kicked in. And I was like, I was parking, and I just like basically drove over the sidewalk because I was like fell asleep in the fucking.
You come out and your car is parked upside down.
I'm parked in the neighbor's patio.
Yeah, you're like literally through the front of their house. And your car is like, it's like at an up angle, like you came up and ramped yourself into it and it just stuck.
Imagine that court case. You just see me fucking stumbling out, pressing the fucking lock button 16 times. Just fucking beep, 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 beep.
And then you like
yelling, I'm like, fuck you.
You're just not even acknowledging that like the mom was standing on the other side of the door and was like crushed by the whip. And then the family's like freaking out. And you're so tired. You're just like,
you just got like a giant like piss mark all the way down your pants. You're just like,
like, I'm trying to go to bed. It'd be worse if I just fell asleep in the car. The cops knock and I'm like, shh, I'm sleeping.
No, you crawl over to the passenger seat and they come and you're like, I have no idea where the driver went.
Yeah, you're just out and the cops have like a gun to your head screaming at you and you're like, shut the fuck up, mom.
It's not a good day. I don't wake up nicely.
Yeah.
God damn, that'd be the funniest DUI.
But if you're gonna get a DUI, you may as well like hit a mosque. Shout out J-Rod.
There's some stupid Muslims decided to build their fucking mosque in the middle of the road. So our patriot friend, fucking, of course he had a few drinks, like maybe like a whole rack of like long drinks and fucking.
Yeah, he's taking liberty on his back though by driving home fully intoxicated, and then some Muslim place of worship just appeared in front of his vehicle. Yeah, they tried to take him out.
It's because
he did not
he's Mexican.
Get a DUI though.
That's we don't talk about how that's it was a race attack.
My grandma fucking drove a car straight through her house.
Wait, on purpose?
Yeah, she was just like, you know what, this sounds fun. I'm old as fuck.
I want to redecorate.
No, what happened was, this is her story, and then I'll tell you the truth. She said the car was taken over by Satan, and it just reared up like a horse and drove straight through the garage door and the house. And what really happened was she had a stroke. She just had a fucking stroke, and she's like, it's Satan. I'm like, nope, it's a different S word, you dumbass.
She woke up and she's like, I can't feel half my body, and it smells like burnt toast in here. I feel like, Granny, you had a stroke. And she's like, I didn't have a fucking stroke.
It's like Satan blocked one of the fucking blood vessels in your brain.
No, he put a blood clot straight to your heart, bitch.
Dude, Satan probably wouldn't do that. He's probably like, no, this is my bitch. I want her to stay up here as long as possible.
Like, this bitch is racist. I'm going to keep her alive for a while. You should have been dead 10 years ago.
No, I mean, like, the thing is like, Satan likes bad people, so he probably wouldn't like a racist.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I think Satan himself is like, I think all the bad people in the world were just like people who inspired Satan. I think he got worse over time.
You think so?
I think he was like a good person, right?
Dude, I think I just thought of a good Jew joke. Why was Satan not a fan of Hitler?
Why?
He liked his work, but he was just afraid of what his bosses would think.
Oh, shit. Fucking,
You're retarded.
You know, there's a joke that I've been working on right now. It's like, the Holocaust. It's fucking, I don't know if it was so wrong anymore. Have you ever watched how a rabbi performs a circumcision? They suck the baby's dick. I swear to God they fucking do. And I'm kind of agreeing with Hitler now.
I'm on the same page.
Kill the fucking Jews.
Jake, do you remember that story you were talking about where it was like a Jewish guy? Like, there's like a sect of some Judaism where like the only way you can Like you have to get circumcised at like 13,
Yeah.
but like
And it has to be by a rabbi. You can't go to a doctor.
Imagine being 13 and getting circumcised by your rabbi, and being 13 years old, going through puberty, and getting your dick sucked by an old man.
no, he did. He did it
Imagine
with like
this though. This guy had to drive like 6.5 hours because he lived in like rural Wisconsin, and then he gets the rabbi, like he's like, guys, I've never done this before. Gets like hammered drunk, and then gets like a 2/3 of the way through the circumcision and says he can't like continue. So then they had to drive like another 6 hours to the next rabbi that would cut his cock, and then he just ended up going to the hospital after anyway.
Damn.
they're like, who did this to you?
Yeah.
Like they fucked your shit up, my
Frankenstein
nigga.
cock. My buddy, one of my good friends, he's 6'5", tall, skinny white boy. Looked very nerdy growing up.
He's got a giant
Jew.
cock, doesn't he?
Horse cock, and he's a Jew.
Oh man, he really got everything.
Bro, I was like, how do you have money, a big dick, and the best skin color? No, I was really surprised too.
Wait, well, like a real Jew from like Israel, or like one of those
his mom
Europeans?
was Jewish. His mom was a Jew, so he's a Jew, and he wears a Star of David on a necklace every day.
A
And
gold one?
Yeah.
God damn, dude, I fucking can't stand them. Those, okay,
That
actually,
Holocaust shit they're always talking about, isn't that the shit from like the Jedi Temple?
Well, I asked him, I was like, when you learned about the Holocaust, were you like upset hearing about it when you learned about it for the first time? And he goes, yeah, dude, we actually, like, me and the couple other Jewish people that lived in like all of Kentucky got together and we started a little group. And I was like, oh, really? Like, what would you guys do? He's like, we would talk or like go commit vandalism to any like Bosch oven. And I was like, I was taking him serious. He said it so serious. I was like, wait, fucking for real? And he goes, no, dude, what the fuck? I was so fucking stupid for falling for that shit too.
that'd be like if someone was like, "Hey, like, how do you feel about slavery, Nathan?" I'd be like, "I don't know, like."
Like, that
it's
shit
pretty
wasn't
good.
real.
It was pretty cool. I would have done it. Like I would still do it if I could. Oh wait, are we talking about just blacks?
You're like, fucking, wasn't it Korea that had the longest stand of fucking slavery? Like
I swear to
3,000
God
years?
that Jake also told me that.
It was like 3,000 years.
Was that you that told me that, Jake?
I don't think so. I mean, Korea, like, they were like fucking tribal losers until like 1,200 years ago. So they didn't even have much of a society. They just
wasn't
got
even them
bitched
owning
out.
slaves.
Like, they
It was
were
just like-
slaves to the Japanese for like 125 years.
I mean, what's the difference?
Being owning and being owned.
Imagine
Well, I
just
mean,
having
no,
a
I
bunch
You
of,
get
like,
free boat rides either way.
I mean, could they really tell who was Korean, though? I'm just saying, like, they were probably just like, are you Korean?
Apparently, Asians say that there's like some difference, but I mean, I've seen them. They all look the same.
Imagine
versus
just
this
having a
isn't that
bunch of
much.
like. Imagine just
Swear
having
to
a
the
bunch
eyes.
of Bobby Lees that you can make work in like an iron mine.
Dude, how does Bobby Lee get such hot fucking bitches?
I mean, he's not even with Kalila.
Not anymore, but she was, dude, she
She
was
is
so
smoking.
And they
fine.
had sex like once a year. Well,
'cause his dick
she,
wouldn't get
cheated
hard.
on him. Yeah, because he like
She
was
cheated on
gay.
him?
Yeah.
She was like fucking other dudes when they lived in the same house together and shit. Don't they still live together?
Well, I know she
Yeah, I
fucked
think
one of
so.
the one of the producers, George.
God,
They have
dude.
like
she
the,
fucked him.
They have like the worst like toxic relationship ever because Bobby Lee is low key like a pathetic fucking loser. I
Yeah.
love the guy, but holy fuck,
Impotent.
Man
I
has
don't really
no
like him.
spine
Watch this shit
whatsoever.
like get back to him somehow. Like, I would just be glad that you
What's
guys
he
are
gonna
blowing
do?
up.
Beat the fuck out of me?
No, he's too short. He'd suck your dick.
He
But-
would suck my dick.
I would feel bad if Bobby Lee saw this, because then he would be like a huge comic that's like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. Which, I mean, to be fair,
You think
anyone that
Andrew
meets me,
Santino tells him that like daily, doesn't
what?
Yeah, I mean, I
he? The
love.
same exact thing. Like
I
dude,
love Bobby Lee. Like, I
Yeah, me
think he's
too.
a great comedian. I think he's like super cool. But it is kind of sad. Like, he could pull so many bitches by his like name and like the way he acts and shit somehow, and he doesn't
He's
take
an
full
impotent
advantage.
little gook.
Like, and if you're gay, just come out, dude. Like,
He's just like
I will-
his soul got drained
listen,
by that
if
whore.
Bobby Lee hears
That is
this,
a-
I just want him to know I will let him suck my dick for an opening spot on his shows, or
Yeah,
just
you're
being
gonna
on his
fu-
podcast. That's fine.
I'll let
You're
him
gonna-
suck my dick just if it makes him feel better. Feel sorry for him.
I'd let him suck my dick just so I could come.
Just that my hand got tired from jerking off too many times in a day.
That reminds-
How many's the most you've done in a day?
Jerk off.
Yeah.
Well, when everyone else does no Novembers, I try to go 1 for 1. So 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3 as far as like the days
December.
go. Yeah, exactly. But I do it during No Nut November just because I want to be a rebel. And I think the most I got was like 20 or so.
One November I did 100 Nut November, where I did 100 nuts, and then I'd post it on my story every day, just like the cum.
The cum in a bucket.
Not even
And the month is full, it's overfilling. Every time you come, you just watch more fall out of it.
That would have been way better. But I would just like post the picture like super up close of my dick, like with the cum on it, like with the flashlight.
You sick fuck.
But it'd be like you like if you knew what it was, you knew what it was. But if you didn't know, you'd be like, "What is that?"
And if anyone commented on it, you're like, "You're gay. You just looked at my dick."
I mean, most people were like, "Nigga, stop posting this."
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fucking cool, though. I mean, do it again this year.
I did Destroy Dick
Fill up
December,
a
and I
jar
failed
and
on
put
day
like
13.
a Dragon Ball Z action figure in it and post it on Reddit.
What'd you say?
I said just fill up a jar with your cum and then put like a Dragon Ball Z action figure in it.
Let's do it
Reddit,
for
and it'll be
Let's do the cum
Like a
Olympics
god.
all month of like August or something. We'll all get like mason jars and see who can fucking fill them up the fastest.
Dude, what would you have to do? Like, do you think it'd be helpful to drink a fuck ton of water or like eat a bunch of food? Because like, what would you need to do? I feel like if I was coming like that many times, eventually it
just
wouldn't be that
edge
much.
for like 4 hours and then it'll just be like
a fat load.
I don't know, man, because
I was gonna say then it's like an argument of time. You could do quick nuts, and then like a
I
bunch of
feel
quick
like you
nuts.
extract way more with edging though.
I don't know.
I can bust like a fucking 8-ounce cup worth of nut if I beat my dick for like 45 minutes.
I jack off every morning and every night, and I come the same amount regardless, enough to shoot about 5 feet out and hit my wall, even though I'm not even close to my wall.
Dude, I have a bit that's like a true story where like I did No Nut November and like made it to like day 12 or something, and then like I tried to like I didn't realize it was like building up pressure. Because like I had never gone that long without jerking off since I started, and then like I shot myself in the forehead, and like it got a little on my hair, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
I think we've all accidentally came on ourselves, like on our face, because I've done that too. Have you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you
Paint in the wall behind me when I beat my dick in bed, which is like
You're
why I
shooting
should
a-
not do that anymore.
You're shooting a Dragon Ball Z fucking beam out of your dick.
Yeah.
come ha.
Yeah.
I fucking the longest I went was when I was going through military training. So for the
You can't jerk off then?
I'm gonna jerk off next to another dude in the bed that's underneath me.
Yeah.
He's shaking the fucking bunk bed.
You can be quiet about it. I don't think you'd make a noise.
No, those things you'd breathe on them. They'd be like. There's a kid who used to jerk off in the stalls in basic all the time, and his name was Perkins, but we called him Jerkins, and he was always so mad about it. And I was like,
I would be
Stop
mad too.
jerking off in the bathroom if you're so mad about it.
dude, he would just come on the floor.
That's foul.
Yeah, he would come on the floor,
Locked up.
and then he would just take the fucking 1-ply toilet paper we had and smear it into the ground trying to clean it up. And we're like,
That's what I would do, to be
stop
fair.
that shit.
He's in the stall and he
He
couldn't
could
even
come in the
aim at the toilet.
He's lucky. He's so lucky that he had like you guys there. Because like if it was me and I knew that was like, I would
would've
have
sucked
gathered
his
people.
dick.
Yeah. I would have busted.
Passed a dude over the stall to kick his ass while he's beating off.
Dude, we would have been kicking the door down every day. Just while if you knew he was in there doing it, just kick the door down while he's jerking off. And one, a door is gonna fall on him, which is already hilarious. I'm a big fan of physical humor. And two, he's gonna like know that he's caught jerking off and have to walk out and see everybody just like whistling, acting natural.
Dude.
We used to fuck with him though because he'd be in there and we'd be like, "Hey, stop beating off in there," and he's like, I'm not," and then you just hear, and you're like,
using lotion or
you're
spit?
replying to it. No, I don't know what the fuck he was using.
I don't
You think
know.
I was like, "Hey man, are you spitting on it? Using lotion, sunscreen?
His
What are you
own
doing? Bug
pre-cum.
off?" But he would be replying to us, still stroking his fucking cock. I'm like, bro,
what a
that's
fag.
so fucking wrong, dude.
Dude, the other day I was on the phone with my friend, shout out John, and like I was playing 2K, and I have this thing where I'm like when I'm doing good in a sports game,
start
to
stroking your
hard.
shit?
No, I'll start to get hard and like want to jerk off because I'm like I'm dominating him.
You're
And, like,
retarded.
fucking, he was like, "Oh, I gotta go. Like I gotta answer this call real quick. I'll be right back." And I was like, "All right." Paused the game, went, jerked off, and then like 20 minutes later he called and I answered again and I was like, I feel like a fag now for doing that. I mean, more so because I was jerking off to his Instagram, but
Have you ever jacked off at work?
well, not at work, but on the clock, yes.
No.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. I worked at a frozen yogurt shop.
You're making your own fro.
Dude, I didn't... That place, I didn't only jack off in that bathroom before, but the girl I was dating, I had her come over and we fucked in that bathroom.
Was it that dead?
Dude, it was super dead. I was the only one working there at that time. The only one on that shift.
Yeah.
And I fuck her in the bathroom. And I come back out, and there's a full family of 4 just waiting to pay. And I was like,
just heard her screaming.
No, I told her to keep quiet because I was trying to listen for the door open, but I didn't hear the door open. And I go out there, they have all their fucking frozen yogurt on the scales, and they're like...
You're sweating. Did she come out with you?
Smoking 3 cigarettes.
and no, she was trying to follow me behind me, and I just turned around real quick, and I was like, stay the fuck in there. And then I walked up, and I was like, hey, how are you guys doing? I didn't even wash my hands yet. I handed them their spoons and shit.
Oh my God.
They had like a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I was just like...
You were like...
I was like,
oh yeah, let me smell that sting finger.
Yeah, they're eating it with the spoon. They're like, I don't remember getting like fish flavor. Yeah.
Fucking no. So like afterwards, I obviously went back and I was like, she had a 6 and an 8-year-old. Let's go again.
Dude, have you ever had to hide a bitch?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, other than fucking, I guess I'm retarded. I just asked you that after you just told a story about having to. But like, have you ever had to hide a bitch from a bitch?
Oh no.
That would be fucking really scary. I had.
Have you?
No, not from another bitch. Like, I've never had like.
I don't
that
have
issue.
the balls for that, dude. I don't have enough dick for 2 bitches.
Dude, I have more than enough and more than enough time and effort. But what's it called? There's this. My mom was dating this white dude, like behind my dad's back. No, I'm playing. But she went on this stupid prayer thing where she like didn't have her phone and was like in the woods with a bunch of Christians and shit and like had no connection to technology. And she's like telling this white like just come check on him every once in a while to make sure he's not.
I was a fucking weirdo.
I know. And fucking I had like a couple friends over. Like it wasn't even that big. Like it was like me, Kyle, Jake, Alyssa, and like Patrick Dempsey.
Last
which I don't
names.
know why I just said.
I know.
Stormer. I mean, they're all Georgia niggas.
I don't care. Say their last names.
Kyle Stormer, Jake Brantley, Patrick Dempsey, Alyssa Merletti, and who else did I say? Kyle Stormer?
It was literally that's it.
Yeah.
It's like 4 people.
Yeah. And we were drinking and like, I don't even think we had weed. And like, we were going to play like video games and just like chill in the room. But then like, he like saw me and Jake sneaking the PS4 back like through the window. Cause that's how we had to all come in. And, that nigga like freaked out. But, I found out that I snitched on myself because the night before I had Shayla Nestor, my ex-girlfriend, and famous Shayla from the Train Story. And okay, now I'm definitely gonna actually edit it. But fucking, so she came over and we fucked in the shower, and like I remember, or we were fucking, and then I remember like he had came and I knew that he was there, and so I like went and pretended to be in the shower, and like I was like, you hide in the closet. And like, so I just stayed in the shower the entire time he was there, like waiting for him to leave. And then when I heard him leave, I came out and she was like, yeah, he like came over into your room and then like fucking like looked in and then just like left.
He seen her and he was like, whatever. And just walked out. He's
No,
like,
she was in the closet. He didn't see her.
No, it'd be funny if he like opened it up, like looked at her and was like, all right, whatever.
Whatever. Like,
I'm not going to say anything. I'll get my ass beat.
because he sees that it's actually already a dead body and I've just been hallucinating that she's alive the entire time.
Yeah.
But why is her pussy so cold right now?
Just like
He's, like,
fold her
feeling
up
it.
and put her in the oven on like
He's in there. He's checking the temp.
Dude. No, but anyways, like one of the condoms we used, my dog knocked over the trash can and fucking dragged it out into the
was
living
like
room.
swinging it around.
Yeah. And fucking, he like saw that and like ended up just like throwing it away and not saying
He
anything
just
about
slurped that shit like a Go-Gurt.
it. Yeah. Ew. But he came back the next night to check on me, and that's whenever he fucking saw us there. And he was like thinking that I was just so bold that I was just fucking in the living room and throwing condoms on the ground.
Yeah.
Wait, are you from Georgia too?
Mm-hmm. We're both from the same area. Well, actually, this nigga's like a fucking journeyman. He's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Nigga lived in Germany.
What do you do for work?
Well, that was all as a kid, but now I'm like a professional broke fucker.
Oh, dope, dude.
Yeah. Just finishing my degree, and then I'll actually get a real job.
What's your degree in?
History. So probably
fucking
just gonna have to
bitch.
like suck dick in a gutter.
Yeah, that's fucking. Why
Why
the
he's
fuck?
selling heroin to fucking middle school teachers that hate their lives.
All right, what's an interesting history fact you got?
It wasn't 6 million. They way overstretched that shit.
Black society's actually never pushed civilization forward ever.
I mean, in America, they
got
helped.
forced. Yeah, they got. I mean, like that. They got direction from whites, though. It's not like they did it by themselves. I love how like they always try and be like the black people were actually the most advanced, and I'm like, well, then like why are they as far back? If they were the most advanced,
People
why are they
watched
as far
Black
back
Panther
as
and
they
thought
are?
it was a documentary, dude. That's,
Yeah, they're
that's
like-
all it is.
That's become like a whole like media mission of like the left. I've noticed is like, did you know that like zip ties were actually invented by like a gay disabled black person before white people did?
No, it was invented for him so they could keep him fucking still.
Yeah, they're like he's
Stop
squirming
moving
around. This is weird.
He's albino. We got to make veal.
And like traffic lights, they give that to black people. They're like, no, we said because of black people. We just needed a reason to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, you ran that shit. I don't even know what those colors
Yeah, they
mean,
just
dog.
didn't tell them what they didn't tell.
Is it an agenda they only told white people?
Like, don't tell your black friend. And then they're like, wait, this is like the 30s. Never mind. You know the drill.
Yeah. They're like, don't fuck it. Don't tell anybody this, okay? But this is what this means.
They just can't read street signs, so it's just
all
they're
racist
fucked.
comments on the street signs. It's like speed limit's this, but regardless, if you're black, you're gonna get beat up.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
fun.
they can't read it, so I don't know.
Are you going to the show tonight?
No, my buddy just fucking, his grandma passed away, and so we're gonna go watch a fucking movie and do a little circle jerk and shit and hang out. Make sure he's good.
I didn't know if that was a bit or not. Jesus, I feel bad for laughing now.
No, his grandma did die, and he just came back and stuff, and I'm just checking up on how he's doing and everything.
Can give him like a no eye contact hand job in the movie.
Oh, God, no, dude. I'm sitting on his lap. I'm fucking sitting there just like, yeah, you feel better now, buddy? He's my best friend, man. You gotta keep out for
Giving
the
him an ass job.
Dude, why do we never look each other in the eyes when we jerk each other off?
because you guys are always so high, your eyes are closed.
Yeah, I'm too autistic.
We're both
He's
just,
like, I don't like eye contact or loud noises.
we're both just so good at
Exactly.
jerking off that fucking we are just in complete like what's the word? Like euphoria. Just like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore from the
They're like
Chipmunks.
fully hallucinating.
Just
Yeah, I can only fuck a woman if I have like full sensory deprivation equipment on.
like your Anakin after you get sliced up on Mustafar.
Dude, no, I gotta be blindfolded, like fully deafened, like nose plugged,
You don't want
and
to
my mouth like taped shut.
You can keep
Jesus
your eyes
Christ.
open if you have your Nathan poster up against the wall, though. You're like, I'll just look there.
No, he's already killed me and he's filleted my skin off my body and he just
And
put
it's
it
just
on it like a
stretched out
mask.
on the wall.
Dude, the other day Ava was over and I was like, she was talking about getting tattoos and I was like, don't get tattoos. Those are gonna look so stupid when they're draped up on my wall with the rest of your
Yeah, you're gonna
skin.
fuck up my skin suit, bitch.
I was telling her that shit. She was like really hurt that I was like, you're gonna look like a fucking man. Cause she's 6'3", so I already look like a
Oh,
fag.
yeah, I seen the girl.
Yeah.
You brought her to the art
Is she gonna
society.
get like a fucking anchor tattoo on her bicep?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna say something right now, and Nathan's gonna hit me for it. I looked at her and I was like, "Damn, she's tall enough to play in the WNBA, but she has the face of playing in the NHL."
She's like lost teeth. She's missing teeth.
Bro, I was like, I seen her come in with you, and I was like, fucking Lord of the Trees, what's up, dude?
Oh my god.
Hey, I like climbing too, but
She looks down at you, Mark.
yeah, she does. I'm
Mainly because you're
5'9".
Italian, but
I mean, I'm
even
not
though you're
Italian.
not Italian, I tell her that, and she assumed. Dude, it's so funny. I'm gonna have to bleep her name now, but I've started to get her to say nigga. And like, I sent Truex a video like last night when I was hammered, like with her. She was like laying on the couch, and I was like making food, and I came over playing This Ain't Nothing New, and I was like, on a Monday, nigga, say it. And she like eventually I got her to say it, and I was like, on a Tuesday, nigga, I give you
God,
taco
you didn't
shells.
send that to me. That's fire.
Dude, I know. I felt like a retard afterwards because I was like, I could have sent that to you, Seabass, Truax,
Seabass
fucking
would've been
Grant. The niggas in Paris.
Yeah.
Dude.
He was actually in Paris. That's crazy.
I
know.
fucking,
The Cam Bass fucking crossover episode, imagine.
I got I got something very fucking stupid that I did in high school. I convinced a girl who was homeschooled all of her life up until she got into high school that it was completely okay to say the N-word. And so for the next 4 years of her high school, because I graduated before her and I graduated a year early, so I only went to school with her for a year and a half. And
you're like, no, it's completely cool.
For the next 4 years, she was just calling everyone the N-word. And she didn't find out until she was in college.
Dude, have you seen
That was probably a rude awakening.
Well, she found out when she was going into a bar and she called the security guard. She's like, "What's up, And then he was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" Of course, he was black, and he's like, "You can't say that." And she's like,
why not?
Yeah,
she didn't
just
know.
world shattered around her.
Like, you know how fucked up that is, but it's so funny. I'm
Everyone
so glad.
loves a good psyop on a retard.
Dude, do either of you know what the show Death Note is?
Yeah, I
anime
know what
shit.
it is.
So, like, there's like a scene where he's like laughing and he's like, no, or he's like about to laugh and he can't contain himself. He's like, no, I can't laugh yet. And like, he's like, fucking, basically that's the gist of it. But I saw a meme that was like that whenever I convinced my blind friend that he's black and he's allowed to say nigga.
That's gas.
That's fucking great. I would,
Your bro's been watching anime.
I've only seen that one, but like, I mean, if you count Pokemon as an anime, I watched that as a kid.
it's not an anime.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That's porn.
Was Samurai Jack an anime? Oh, Boondocks
Yeah,
is an anime.
What?
Yeah.
Boondocks is like made by mainly Korean people.
It's technically an anime, yeah.
Damn, then we're canceling that show, bro. They say the N-word so much.
Dude, it is funny. Like, it's mainly written by Koreans. It's like black actors for it, voice actors and shit, but like, it's really funny that like the Koreans are the
so
ones.
the Koreans are making the black people say shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like racism. All right.
They're like, we do the animation and we write the scripts for you. Say this. And they're like, what?
There's no way that it's like Korean people. There's no way Korean people have like a grasp of like black American culture.
No, they don't
like
write
even
the
in
scripts.
the slightest.
They just animate it. They do
Yeah.
all the animation shit.
They're still animating their mouths saying the word, so
The black
Uncle
people
Ruckus.
just go in there and they just start talking to each other, and then they just cut the words and shit, and they're like, all right, this is how we're gonna fucking make this a story now.
I mean, you just gotta, if you're gonna make a show about black people, you just have to make them talk ignorantly and steal things and be criminals. And that is how we're gonna end this.
I didn't know they fucking talked in any other way though.
I mean, there's a couple occasional ones. Those are usually mixed. We can go ahead and end this bitch because I want to start pre-gaming for the show.
You're going?